Going all the way, going all the way. Oh,
I knew you, my number one fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heartbeat never wavered. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
I just gotta have a power source now.
Don't put it right there on the street.
Where do you want me to put it then?
Put it inside the house, Wade. It rains.
In this house? Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
But I think Baylor's got a chance. They were pretty decent last year.
He almost broke it. If you like, I didn't catch him. Of course, they're done.
Having a winning record is the point I'm trying to make. Cool. Well, kudos to them. Good job. And I'm not being sarcastic about that as much.
No,
as
I would
that
be
might sound like I'm
happy
being
for Nebraska.
That's really excellent, especially that pick of yours. By the way, that was really excellent as well. Well done.
I got distracted by other stuff, and I have never finished playing it. I do want to though.
You're putting the power generator.
Well, that won't burn the house down.
Oh well.
Wade, I'm never coming to your house. You realize that, right? Just from this
Yeah,
right here.
Hey,
oh boy! 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 Yes! Run! 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 Whee!
I got distracted by other stuff, and I have never finished playing it. I do want to though.
You're putting the power generator.
Well, that won't burn the house down.
Oh well.
Wade, I'm never coming to your house. You realize that, right? Just from this
Yeah,
right here.
Hey, everybody. I'm shifting stuff around, but here we go. I think we're live. Yep, we're live. Hey, and we have a guest. Janet from another planet.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How's the arm? Better, or is it?
It's my neck. It's my neck and shoulder. I had a TINS unit on it a little while ago, and I was talking to you, so I was hoping it would help a little bit. But I was following with the doctor this morning, and she gave me some some medicine, and I can't take ibuprofen because I'm allergic to it. So I have to come up with other ways to reduce, the swelling. So
Yep. But
just trying to be good to it so it'll get better.
I know, right?
But that's it. I got
Before
to
we
finish
get to-
my neck.
We'll go. I mean, if you have to dip, I can always pivot. So don't feel like you have to.
It's just that, it just seems like it's always something, doesn't it?
I know, right?
It just never ends. No matter how hard you work to try to stay as healthy as you can, something's going to happen. But besides that, I feel really good. How are you doing?
Good. So, speaking of the topic,
Hmm. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't. I
haven't seen it.
watched it.
I was like, oh, the whole reason why I did it was because I did a poll on Twitter, and Toy Story won by, I forget what it.
You haven't seen the movie?
No,
yourself?
I've seen it. No, I've
Oh.
seen it. I just haven't seen it.
Oh, I was like, when you said
Should
you
have
had-
watched it last night, but it was like the problem is I'm dealing with either allergies or sore throat or whatever you want to call it. So I was like, I didn't feel like watching the movie. I should have done it earlier today, but I was trying to get other stuff done. But anyways, but yeah, let's see.
It's a wonderful movie.
Yeah,
It's so
and it still holds up compared to most stuff.
imagination. It has so much imagination in it. It's basically what 2 bedrooms, some yard, and a street is what you see in the whole movie. You
Yeah,
think about it, because it's all in a childlike way of viewing the world. It's timeless. I don't think it could ever, as long as there's always children that have toys in their room, it'll always be a movie that a kid can watch, because every kid has imagination, and they've played with their toys and talked to their toys or had imaginary friends in their yards. So that's why I think this movie will always be a classic when it comes to that. Well, hi, John.
Well,
Hi, everybody.
I'm not excited for it. I would, no, I'll probably go see it depending on, I don't know. But I don't
Well, I'm
know.
always excited to see any new movie. It's just that it's
Nothing is, Dave.
well, I always am, because I always hope that's going to be as good as you hope it will be. But the thing is, it depends on the people who make it. If they don't have the same love for the characters and stuff as we do, then it's definitely not going to be as good, right?
I'm just saying it should have, or what I gotta look up which one is which. And I haven't seen them in a while. I should probably go watch it and do a review. But it was like, I thought it'd be a fun little panels idea. Let me, if my computer would actually work with me.
I mean, the whole thing about him, a young boy that plays with his toys, and then you find out the toys are alive. All of us kids at some time in our life has put a toy somewhere when we're young, and then went to go back
Some of us still.
and it was somewhere else, and we'd all swear that it got up and moved, right? So,
Right.
and when your imagination is really good, you can almost have conversation with it, your toy, or, I talk to stuff still. I talk to my chickens and other things. So, it's not that far off. Even though a chicken is alive and a toy isn't, you still give it, you're speaking to it in a language they can't understand, basically. And the whole concept of a toy in a like a pizzeria, because you have Chuck E. Cheese, you have all these different places you can go and win goofy little stickers and paddle balls and different cheapy toys, but even though it's a cheapy toy, we still want to win it no matter what, even though it costs us $10. I don't know, I love it. The whole movie it pulls you back into your childhood, you know what I mean? It makes you feel like a kid again, and it's just really hard to find anything that good anymore today, that makes you feel that.
I haven't looked at it for a while, but I didn't realize he was the voice of Sid. Like I didn't, like, I knew obvious, the household names, but some of these I'm like, I didn't even know. You look back on it, I'm like, oh, okay, So
yeah,
it's
but
just
if you
funny.
think about it right now, if you were to go into a kindergarten today or tomorrow, okay, and you take a TV, a nice size television, and a DVD player, and you put this movie on for the kids, and they watch it, they don't know who any of those people are.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that they're going to love the movie, that they're going to love the characters, or pick one or two characters that they really love and watch them rooting them on and cheering for them and being happy and clapping and stuff like that, and getting pulled into it simply because they're kids, and the toys speak to them, come to life. They get to use their imagination. And I wish there was more movies like this for kids or families, because it's fun to sit and watch kids get to be kids. At least I think so. And maybe it's because I'm a girl. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think men sit around and enjoy watching kids play and have fun also, and use their imaginations. That's why games are so popular. There's tons of games, and we still play games. I mean, you guys play video games. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I play Goat Simulator. So
did you see it when you were so you were an adult when it came out?
no, I wasn't quite an adult, but I was old enough to know that it was a movie and that toys don't come to life. So, but it doesn't matter, does it?
No, I was just
any
I
age that
was
you
a
watch
kid.
a movie like this,
Yeah.
it pulls you in. It makes you feel like a kid again. You get enveloped by the characters, and they make you happy and make you want to play with toys. At least it did me.
Like it was like none of them really creeped me out except for the babies.
What
except for
creeped me
Babyface.
out? It was
What?
the kid. Was the boy that did that terrible stuff to the toys. Even though they were just toys, it was still horrible things that he was doing to them. If you think about it that way.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was, why was the poor boy that way? What did he hate about his life so much that he wanted to do that to toys? That was, sad to me.
Yeah.
And he would take his little sister's things and tear them up and to hurt her feelings. He was a bully. And every person I've ever met in my life, when they were a kid or a teenager, or even an adult, some of them have been bullied by someone. So I just think the whole movie has great character arcs. It brings everyone into it, and you pick and choose who you want to root for. But you can't help but love this movie. It's just a movie that has something for everyone, whatever your age is. But kids definitely are mesmerized by this movie because they still have a new imagination. It's not warped like, as we get older, it gets changed because we add things, adult content to our imagination. So it changes, it's not a childlike point of view anymore. You know.
Yeah.
But what did you think about the movie? How did it make you feel when you watched it?
It was. I mean, I was younger. I was closer. It was. I was. You know, the funny thing is, let me see if I. Let me see. I'm not gonna play the clip, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm going to show in a minute. Just give me. I'll just do it like this. So if you know this scene, which I see a couple people that don't know, haven't seen it, you got to see it afterwards. But basically, he realizes he's not. He thinks he's like alive. If I remember right.
Well, they all think they're alive. They are alive because they're able to interact with each other and move around and enjoy their lives, you know, because they're living. Buzz Lightyear.
He thinks he can fly, basically, but then
Well, because he thinks he's the character that the toy was made based on. That's who he thinks he is, because it's a program. Because when he realizes he's just a toy, and he's not the real Buzz Lightyear, he becomes depressed, you see. So I think it's a great little story, because see, there's a lot of adult innuendos and stuff melded into
yes, you don't realize
movie,
it.
yeah. But it doesn't take away from the child quality of it. So I loved it. I love the whole aspect of it, the way they set it up for adults to stay entertained also along with their children while they're watching the movie.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why it made so much money, because even
I have this on my. I listen to it here and there, but that's a good one. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see if I can. I don't know how accurate it is, but let me go away. Let me just make. Come on, ad, go away.
What are you looking for?
No, I got it. Looking all the quotes. It's so funny. Like, you read them and you don't realize it till you watch the movie, and it totally takes you back to your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
To that point. That's a funny. Let me see if I can Let me see if I. Because I remember exactly who says this, but let me see if I can show you the. Oh, so this is basically. So this is the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where before they get buzzed, so it's basically Andy's birthday.
Yep.
And what is like his number one toy? I mean, they're all basically his toys, but Andy.
Well, they're through the years, as Andy's gotten older, he has collected many toys, as you can tell by looking at his bedroom, right? And through the years, certain toys have become higher up on the list of what he plays with most. And that's why they're all excited about finding what new toys he's going to be getting, because it will change their place. And the thing is that he's worried that he might be replaced on the bed, on the highest place of honor for a toy is to be the number one toy that the kid plays with. So that's what they're all worried about. But nobody's as worried as the cowboy is, because he knows that he's the one that has the most to lose. Like anyone. Let's say that at your job as an adult, okay, and they're hiring a new person, okay, that's going to be in the office, and
right. It goes
you're
around
worried that
circle.
they might take your spot. You know what I mean? They might push you just over to the side, just enough where the boss was like, yeah, this person is so good at this and they're so good at that, and then you feel like you're threatened, because now you feel like if you don't really come in earlier or dress better or perform at a higher maximum, that you might be replaced. You see what I mean? So basically, there's a lot of innuendos in there for the adults, also for the child, because a lot of this stuff would go over a child's head. But
you don't realize it until you get to your teenage years and above, and then you realize, oh, so.
Well, how do you feel? Do you have any siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. See, are you the oldest one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you had a new sibling that show up at the house, and now you weren't number one anymore, you have that rivalry that starts. Okay. Not because you can't stand your sibling. It's because you just realize that mom and dad are going to spend time with that one too. So I'm going to have less time with my parents. It's a natural way of life, unless you only have one kid. And what do we always say about the families that only have one kid? Well, that kid's spoiled, We all have that attitude towards.
They always get what they want. They always get what they want.
Well, you think they do, because you're not an only child. See, I was a middle daughter out of 5 girls. So I had to share a lot of my time. I hardly had time with either one of my parents because they had 5 kids. But, that's what I'm saying. There's a little here and a little there through the whole movie that all of us can connect to.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Being a sibling.
Well, that's the truth, though. That's just life.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. And then I love how let me see if I can see if
and I love the part where Woody is like really jealous because everybody's throwing a tantrum over how wonderful Buzz's uniform is and how cool his gadgets are, and Woody's just like, they're not real, they're just blinking lights, and he's trying to explain it to him, but everyone still thinks he's so cool because he is, and I just think that's all adorable. The whole character arcs for both those characters on how they're rivals at the beginning and then they become best friends, basically.
It's just funny how, basically, he goes from realizing he's toy versus the changing thing to being buddies is just funny.
And also the whole thing that happens with Mr. Potato Head, where
with the little sister.
Well, yeah, with the little sister and him saying Mrs. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, just little things like that it's going over a child's head. I mean, a child is not going to understand it the same way an adult.
Which is kind of funny because when you really think about it, she's I don't remember how old the sister is supposed to be, but it's just funny that they put that in there because you don't. Yeah, it's not like a little toddler, with no.
And also, I think the hype over this movie when it was first about to come out, and everyone was talking about it because everyone was excited about watching a movie that was done completely with computers too. So it had a lot of new excitement about it, not just because of the voices, the voices were. It was the fact that it was almost everything was done with computers. So, and a lot of the cartoonists and stuff like that were saying that it was going to ruin their careers. They wouldn't get jobs anymore. This is going to take it over. I know, but the hype that was all around this movie before it came out, some people didn't want it. They wanted to boycott it because it was going to take people's jobs away. Just like what you heard right before all this stuff about AI came out, that when AI comes out, no one's going to be a writer anymore. It's going to write all their stories. No one's going to draw. No one's going to do anything. Everybody's going to become lazy and just sit around and eat in front of the computer. People do that now. So, I don't know. I think as long as we have kids with imaginations and they're growing up and have families and interactions or whatever, and they read, they have dreams when they close their eyes at night, there's always going to be something new, something better, something real, because you have your imagination and you use it and put a pen to paper, or you sing a song and record it, or you draw a painting, or you make a sculpture, or you build something in your yard. That all comes from somebody's thought process, and then they put their hands to work and make something. And I don't see how any computer or any AI will ever stop humans from doing those things. I just don't. No. I think humans, no matter what anyone says, are the number one creature that will ever be on this planet.
Oh, the funny thing
will always be in charge. Somebody will, as a human.
The funny thing to me is, I know we're all over the place, but I remember the ending where they tee up the dog. Like, you don't realize it till you see Toy Story 2, and then you realize about he got a dog. Hindsight. But it's just funny.
But yeah, it's sad because it seems like Andy, he has a birthday party and he has a little sister, but I never remember the father being involved in anything. So, there was a lot of
that's what I was like.
Unknown things going on supposedly in this household, but almost everything happens in two rooms of a house. This boy's bedroom and the boy's bedroom across the street or across the way, because they have to crawl to save him when he comes out of the window and all that stuff. All those things, because he fell out of the window, right? And then the other kid, Sid, the one that had the big giant, what was it, type of firecracker that he was going to use to
firework.
Yeah, to blow somebody up or one of his toys up, and how all the toys were petrified of him. They were afraid and scared, and I felt really, really bad for them. The toys, you wanted to save them. Everyone wanted to save the toys from Sid, because Sid was a mean, horrible bully. You know what I mean? And when you saw his room and all of the toys that he had taken apart, put back together, and made them, he was like a Frankenstein's monster. He created creatures from tore up toys that he destroyed and enjoyed tearing up, blowing up, or whatever, or melting on the grill and stuff like that. So it was scary. It had a lot of scary aspects in it for a child. That's why I wouldn't recommend any kid going to see it under a certain age without their parents to help them.
I wouldn't say probably till 10.
Yeah, maybe 10. Maybe 11. 10. It really should. That's why it should be up to the parents to decide, because you might have a kid that is very intellectual and understands a lot more than another kid that might be 10. You see what I mean? So it really should go by the parents, because I have four sisters, and we were all different. I could handle a lot more things like scary vampires and things. And I had another sister who was 2 years older than me, and she would have nightmares. So she wasn't allowed to watch a lot of things, and I could watch stuff that she couldn't, simply because she just, couldn't deal with this, especially the scary stuff. So it should be on an individual basis. And sometimes that's not fair, because you might have 3 kids, and one kid, even though it may be older than another one, can't handle it mentally, certain things that can happen. Scary rides, like one kid can ride real scary roller coaster and the other 2 can't, because they get sick and the other one doesn't. So should the one that can ride a roller coaster never get to ride one because the siblings get sick when they ride one? See? So the parent has to weigh all that out, figure out what's best for the kids. I think that's where it should come from. But yeah, I remember all the toys. This movie was definitely made a whole franchise in selling toys, sheets, curtains, hats. I mean, there was everything. I don't think they did.
I know this has been
boxes.
It's a little bit off, but I figured, this is straight. Mm-hmm. I had this when I was as a kid. Mm-hmm. But of course I had 2, because you can't just have one of the same. One for 3, siblings, but yeah. See, I didn't grow, but anyways.
Yeah, see, I didn't have a lot of Star Wars stuff. Now I do have some. I have like a book. One of my favorite things was a book that someone gave me, and it doesn't have batteries in it, but when you turn the pages, the picture moves, because it's those little strips, and when they move across each other, it's like 3D, and they move.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cool. And I got it put up because I have it up on a shelf where no one can touch it, because it's I collect tons of stuff, so I play with them a little, but I don't let anybody tear them up or anything like that. So I'm very picky about who I let touch my stuff.
Try something.
I'm sure you do too.
Yeah. Let me see if I'm trying one thing really quick. So. This works there. And then tell me if you can see it.
Yeah, it looks like Bruce's living room.
So that's what,
Yeah,
anyways,
you have a lot of stuff up there.
I need to start doing photo work, but I just haven't done it.
But the scene in the movie where Buzz is, being admired by all the other toys, and Woody's just chomping at the bit to get rid of him because he's so jealous, and he's never really had to deal with that because he's always been number 1, right? So now he's thinking he might not be, and what am I going to do to get rid of this guy? I got to get this guy to realize he's just a toy, he's just trying to do it. So when he jumps off the bed, right, to fly, and he bounces off the ball and it hits all the different things just at the right thing to make him look like he's actually soaring around the room, right? And it just bolsters everyone else, all the other toys that are like cheering and happy to see him. He's Buzz Lightyear, I just thought that was just adorable. I mean, just the way that they put that together, and then you add the voices to it, because they usually play the movie and they voice it as they go to try to get the emotion and everything to go along with the character. And I thought they did a phenomenal job when they put that together for editing, for the movie to turn out so realistic, even though it was a cartoon basically. But I thought it was very well done. And the dog, the long dog that gets really long, and then get Slinky Dog or whatever his name is. And some of the toys were just so cool because I remember friends of mine having some of those toys and wanting certain toys that I never did get. I thought it was cool. And I definitely had all those little army men. And that was so cute how they got them to hop back and forth on their little plastic stand, you know, all those things. And then they get in the plant and they're talking back and forth on those little walkie-talkies that they use. It was amazing. The detail that they went and put into the movie to make it so alive, you know. It's like you're actually living it as it's going along. I just thought it was great.
This is what I grew up with before all the modern stuff.
Yeah, the Nintendo.
I mean, yeah, besides so, and then if I pivot, let me see. This is why I'm so mad when they did the Buzz Lightyear, because all they had to do is just bring it up to modern tech. It's not too hard. It wasn't too hard, but of course, once I saw the trailers, I'm like, there goes another horrible opportunity.
Well, take good care of that, because that'll be worth a lot of money one day.
Oh, yeah, I made the mistake of buying one that tried it and it works, so that's my second one. I mean, I have my original copy somewhere, but anyways. But,
sorry, I'm reading some of the chat.
No, some new names that I haven't seen.
Well, I see a lot of people that from my X account and my my YouTube because I'm sharing it to my.
No,
YouTube
you're fine.
But some of them they're being really silly, but they're making me laugh.
Me too. All right. Which Wario?
What was one of the scenes that really connected with you when you got to see Toy Story?
I always liked it. Was just funny to me seeing what our kids were like. You know, what I thought they were. You know, as a kid, where they really go kids too often. When I was young. But I mean, I knew they were a thing, but I was more middle class as in a way. I'm trying to find. I know I have a Wario Land. I just gotta find it. Somewhere in my. Anyways, the problem is I have this whole, basically I have all the game stuff in one little drawer, and only problem is I have too many games I do, but I don't play all of them. But so the only one Wario game that I have is, let me show it. Let me see if it'll. Hopefully this works. So I have this one, but for soy base, Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's the only one I have physically on me. But anyway, besides the point. So what toys did you have when you were?
Well, I've had lots. One of my favorite toys when I was really young was G.I. Joe. I had a Barbie and like a Barbie car and all the little Barbie stuff. because I had 4 sisters to share all my toys with. So, but I got when I was 8, I remember getting my first BB gun, and I had a target. I did a lot of stuff with my dad, so I didn't have the typical girls' toys. But I had the Army man, and we would set them up here and there,
Sorry,
and
Janet.
blow stuff up, with the big giant firecrackers, things like that, outdoor stuff. I had a bow and arrow, and I had a slingshot that went over my wrist, and I would shoot my Army men out of the tree and stuff like that. I did a lot of fun stuff, but most of my stuff was outside. I was lucky to be one of those kids that liked playing outdoors.
Diesel,
Now,
check private chat.
Oh,
If
who, me?
No, the bottom. Then it just popped in. If
Well,
you
hello.
want,
Nice to meet you.
Hey, what's going on?
hey,
We're just talking
we're
about
just
toys.
talking about Toy
basically.
Story.
Awesome. That's cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you.
I hear you fine.
Sorry, I'm a little. I just happened to catch this at the right time, dude. Cause I had surgery today on my arm, and I happened to be like, and then I saw the message. I was like, oh, cool. I actually got some time. I can swing by and say, hey. I had to have
What did you
Cubital-
do?
I had to have.
Did you get in a fight?
No, man, I'm way too old for
I'm
that.
trying to make it. Okay, I was only because of sick.
Is it carpal tunnel, something like
Carpal
that?
tunnel and cubital tunnel syndrome. I had it on in my left hand. Like I had woke up a few months ago, and like all the feeling like in my pinky and my this finger, I had slept on my arm funny, and I woke up and it just stayed numb. And I realized
That's not good.
I went to like the Houston clinic. There are people, they do all the orthopedic surgery and stuff for all the Auburn football players and like Georgia too. And
So it's a sports hospital that does sports medicine?
yeah. They are
Good.
they did my back surgery and stuff. These guys are top notch. So if like all the college football players, that's where they go. So but I went there and I found out that like it was cubital tunnel. It's like, and I also had carpal tunnel stuff, and I had my elbow it'd been hurting for years, and I just thought it was like tendonitis, but it was cubital tunnel syndrome. So I had that fixed. It's still numb, but he said like it heals about 1 millimeter a day. And so that was like July, so it's probably somewhere around in there, and it has to heal all the way up from where it was compressed up to there. And like my right hand, it was doing the same thing, so I went and I had it done, and that happened to work out. It's good too because it was about to it was starting to go numb and everything like that. So I had that done, and it was neat. I was actually awake while they did it, which was they had it all numbed up and everything. So I'm still a little bit. I'm kind of.
You're braver than me.
Oh well, I didn't really feel it, and they were talking to me the whole time, so it was pretty cool. Toy Story is awesome. I used to watch this with my daughter. Like
I have this toy. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere. I didn't get rid of it.
Those are cool. It's one of the. It was neat because like I had never actually watched Toy Story, and I watched it. It was probably like maybe 2007 or 8 or so when I saw it, and I was able to watch it with her, and we kept watching it like over and over again because it's such a good movie. So it was like it was awesome. Like I got to watch, it was I'm a bit in that age range where I didn't see it. I was a little bit too old when it came out, but like it was cool to watch my daughter. I love it's such a good movie.
Yeah, I agree. I was talking about how it's very it brings you back to your childhood when you would play with your toys and pretend they were living. And the fact that Woody was jealous because he felt he was going to be replaced as the favorite toy, and he wouldn't be number one. So that's why he wanted to, show Buzz that he wasn't real, that he wasn't the real Buzz Lightyear, that he was just a toy. You know, he's just a plaything, that type of thing. And how Sid, the boy next door, was a bully, and how he destroyed his toys and was mean to him and did horrible stuff to him. And people thought the toys were scary, but it wasn't the toys' fault that they looked that way, because Sid had taken them apart and, you know, destroyed them, basically, that type of thing. So it had scary aspects in it for a child, unless you had a parent there that would, you know, sit with you and explain to you what was going on, and that was a bad boy and he shouldn't have done those mean things, you know, as a learning thing for your child, to keep your child from being able to do something like that or not want to do that.
It's
You know,
such a well. It's just, I'm sorry. It's such a well written story too, because like if you watch it as an adult, which I kind of did, well, relatively speaking, adult, you know, but watching it, there's a lot of stuff in there when Buzz realizes that he can't, you know, when he flies, and then you're in that song, it's so sad, it's heartbreaking. The dude's soul is just crushed.
Yeah, because everything that Woody told him was true, that he wasn't real. He was just a toy. But when he first tried to fly, remember in the bedroom, and Woody was really jealous because all the toys were like, wow, look, it's Buzz Lightyear. You know, they were all excited and they were making such a fuss over him. And Woody was so mad and so jealous. So when he actually leapt off of the bed with his wings out and he bounced off the ball and he kind of soared around the room and got hung up on that one thing and it spun him around, you know, it was impressive to all the toys. And they just thought he was even better, you know. So Woody got even more jealous, and I just thought that was adorable. The whole way, the imagination that they put into the movie to make it entertaining for the adults also. Yeah, you know, with adult little things in there, like with, you know, a little Bo Peep, you know, and things like that. And it was adorable. With the tea, I thought it was great.
You know what's so hilarious too? I don't know if you ever watched Last Man Standing. The Tim Allen show. It's funny because he'll make references to it, like he was going to take his grandson. He snuck him out to take him trick or treating, and some kid was dressed up as Bud Lightyear, and he goes past him and he goes, "The wings are wrong on that."
I think it's good though. They should do that type of stuff. But he deserves it. You know, he's one of the reasons why it was such a big hit.
Oh yeah, he's great.
You know, he did a phenomenal job at making Buzz Lightyear a household name, and they made so much money. That's when we was talking about the toys, how much money they made, the franchise, because of lunch boxes and sheets and curtains and dolls and figurines and collectibles, posters, wall posters, you know, t-shirts. I mean, tennis shoes, Halloween costumes. You know, you can go on and on.
When my daughter, she was at like the I guess like the little daycare thing for church and the nursery, and I went in there. I'd sometimes, like when she was down, I would like stay in the nursery, you know, to help out and everything when she was there. And they had like a Buzz Lightyear toy, and even me, and as an adult, I was just thinking, I wouldn't mind getting one of these show accurate, you know, I like toys, Transformers,
for yourself.
Like that, but I'm looking at it and I'm just like, this thing's pretty cool because it had a little flip up communicator and everything on there. I was like, this is pretty cool. And I could see, you know, if they had ones that actually had the wings, that I'm sure they probably do have some that are like just like the wings pop out and do all the stuff and probably make the
I had one that did all that.
Oh, that's cool.
I collect tons of stuff. My whole house has collectibles.
I don't know where mine
comic books, figurines. I mean, I have a 3-foot Batman and a 3-foot Superman.
Oh, that is awesome!
Yeah.
Come on, Diesel, show off a toy.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got one. I broke out.
I know it's Transformers, but anyways. but it's a toy.
I actually
So-
had. Since I've been like moving and going through some of my stuff, I've got a. This was something that was really cool. Oh,
See?
that's
Wow.
now the Batman when my buddy Iron Oxide.
And I have a Batman.
Oh, he'd love Iron would love. He
And see, but I've got stuff from all over the place. Can you see who this is?
Oh, I'm doing that movie tomorrow.
From
Which,
the
I
Planet
don't
of the
know.
Apes?
the original
Yeah,
movie,
the
right?
older-
Yeah,
That's
from the original
yeah.
movie. The General.
Oh, the older
He's
one.
got
I
the
thought
costume
you
and everything on.
Oh, that is cool.
Okay. No, I'm
Yeah, I
not
got
doing
tons of
the
stuff.
original. but-
I could do a whole show and I would never
Oh,
run out of stuff.
you'll have to come on sometimes when we've been a little sporadic, but on Sunday nights, me and my buddy Iron Oxide have a show called
Mhm.
a stream called Space Jockeys, and it's science fiction, but it's like toys, collectibles, all kinds of stuff. There's so much, a lot of people are so negative about a lot of the stuff that goes on. I wanted to do something to where we talk about stuff that we like, like toys, collectibles,
Well,
shows.
this is something someone made me this. I don't know if you play DD. Do you play?
I don't, but
But
that
see,
looks.
they
no,
made
no.
this for me.
No,
It's from
D&D.
the Goonies guy on the front.
Oh, that
and
is
then
cool.
see, you
Oh,
put your
okay.
dice in it. It's my dice tower because I play
Oh, that
Dungeons
is
and
cool.
Dragons every
Oh,
Saturday.
you have got to come on sometime and show off some of your
My house
collectibles
is
and
packed
stuff. Like I got
with
this
stuff.
when I broke out today. This, well, I strapped it back in there, but this is like
Wow, that's beautiful.
Is that
But
movie accurate?
that is it. It's
Not
it was
the new one.
it was originally like a mainline toy, but I had a friend that I mailed this to, and he took the thing completely apart and custom painted the entire thing. He even painted. Let's see if I can get it right. He even painted the eyeballs. Like he took the whole. It was like this flat gray, and he took the whole thing apart and painted all the stuff silver and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty. It was movie accurate, but the paint was like, I don't know. The guy did it's just neat. I couldn't do that for
See,
robots.
here's one of mine. One of
Oh,
my
that is
toys.
cool.
Oh wow.
And then here's another one. Here's my
Wolverine.
Wolverine because I have tons and tons of Wolverine autographed comics.
Do you have like a lot of the statues?
I have some. I have lithographs, and I have the complete series of The Walking Dead on hardback, autographed.
Well, that is
I
cool.
go to tons of cons. So
I was gonna say a lot
I'm
of
a
your
huge nerd.
a lot of those figures look like they're static, but like they look really like detailed. Like that's like a or is it like
Yeah, I
a
have
bit of,
some from The Walking Dead. Just my, whatever I like, whatever I see that I love. But I love Wolverine. I love Morbius comic books and Deadpool. Those are my
Yeah.
I was anti-heroes that I love.
Wade, when we get our stream,
And see, I have these. Okay, here's something. You guys don't know what this means. It's like everything looks better and bigger with these. Because my Deadpool
tiny.
hands.
Oh, that's cool.
You remember his hands had to regrow back?
Oh, the baby Deadpool hands. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, in the
that's
original Deadpool, when he lost his hands and he had to wait for his hands to grow back. Remember, he's sitting on the couch and they're real little.
Yeah.
and
And
he's holding
Deadpool,
that stuffed unicorn.
yeah. That is
Sorry.
Wade.
That wasn't supposed to happen. What?
When we get our when we're a little bit more consistent, because we've had to take a few weeks off. Dude, you'll have to come on
I'm open mostly on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays because I have a show Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday I play DD all day, and then Sunday I have a girl, guy, and a movie show.
Okay. Oh, so Miss Janet, you are busy. By the way, it's a pleasure. I've seen you in several of the chats different stuff, but it's nice to meet you on stream. Oh, that's cool, man. You got the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Wade, you've got to come on sometime. We're usually on Sundays at like, what is it, 5:30 Pacific, 7:30 Central. So that's usually when we do our stream is like Sundays. But Wade, you'll have to bring on some of your gaming stuff, dude, because I know you've got a lot of vintage. You've got Game Boy stuff and older games, man.
I just need. Well, the nice thing is I'm getting one sent to me. Not mine, but she's sending his. He's giving me his SP. A buddy on YouTube. Let me take this off. But so I'm getting one more Game Boy sent to me. He just has to double work on it and spruce it up a little bit. And
you're getting another.
No, I'm getting SP. I'm getting. I mean, yeah.
Like it's another Game Boy.
Yes.
Like the system. Okay, I'm not.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, man. Like.
But see, here's the book I was talking about. See, it's a heart. It says Star Wars.
Awesome.
Open it. See the characters.
Oh wow!
Oh, it's neat.
Oh look.
See. But it's not bad. There's no batteries or anything. It moves because of the little lines that are down in there, and as they move across each other, it makes the looks like it's coming to life. Yeah. So I have, it's just something. I'll see something at a con or a sale or something like that, and then I'm like, wow, I like that. I want it. But see, I've got tons of little characters like this. But I have very few things that I have in the box because I play with everything. Right. So I play with all my stuff. So I can't help it. I love all my toys.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I got a little excited. I wasn't trying to be presumptuous. I was just like, wow, you like toys. It would be really cool if you could come hang out on stream sometime. That's, I wasn't trying. I've
done that a few times. Do you guys remember someone named Klobby?
Oh,
yep.
That's where I know you from the chat from Saturday Night Star Trek. I used
to be there all the time, and I was just devastated when I found out when he passed away. Because we both lived in New Orleans, because that's where I was at before I moved to Arkansas. So
that was the first place that I remember seeing your name, because in the chat, because I liked Star Trek a lot, but I showed up there and he and Raquel were so nice, and Klobby had a way of making you feel special. Every single person in the chat, he would say something to, or he would remember to thank you. It was just, the guy was just, he had a way about him to where he made everyone.
He used to have a comic book shop.
Yeah.
That's why he knew his business. He knew what he was talking about, and he loved what he talked about. And you can just tell when you meet someone like him. He's a wonderful man.
Yeah.
If you know who, I've had him on before. He's going to work on it. The one you see right here, some point down the road. But anyways.
I've been on a few streams with him.
That'll be the one that that's what the SP.
What is that's so that's, I guess that's his picture. That I was just wondering what that.
Oh, I took a screenshot.
Really. I was gonna say what that looks like. I was trying to figure out what that little controller was over the keyboard that looked like it had like a roll thing.
Probably with a tiger. I don't remember. I was talking to my buddies and telling them that I was getting that one sent in for,
Yeah.
They were
and I'm kind of a spaz and forget stuff, but Wade, when we get our when we get our like our Sunday stream rolling sometime, if you're free
Yeah.
sometime and you want to come on and talk about something, man. I mean, like,
Well, you need to post it in on X in one of the DM groups. And then if I see it in there, I will say, hey, I can do it. Because I was talking about, didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to come on this because I'm taking medicine for my neck because my neck hurts. And I was worried I wasn't going to be able to stay awake because I'm very sleepy. Right now I'm sleepy. But I've got a pinched nerve in my neck.
I'm sorry to.
That's why I said I know how it feels. I have had surgery on my wrist. It wasn't for carpal tunnel, though. It was for the Quervion syndrome.
Are you gonna?
I was a florist for
what was it called again? I've heard that.
The Quervion syndrome. Did they think that you might have that? Because it goes up your thumb. It's your thumb, and it's when the tendon sheath that wraps all your tendons and stuff together starts to fray and rub against the nerves, and it can fray the nerves and cause shooting pains up your arm and make you drop stuff.
I'm sorry. Is that
well, it's better now. I can do all kinds of stuff. I had surgery, so that's why do what you're told with your surgery, and it will get better.
Yeah, I have to
taking care of it.
This hand is kind of weird. See, I had a stroke back in 2013, and I used to play guitar a lot, and I just assumed like I had some issues with like my motor control, and I just always attributed that to the stroke. I'm blessed, thank you God, that I'm not paralyzed or anything like that, and I just assumed that like all of that was just issues from the stroke. But when this thing seized up, when I woke up, it got way worse in my left hand, and that got me to thinking that maybe that it had something to do with that. And the surgeon was like, what basically that has been compressing on your nerves and causing issues with your muscles, so that like that I'm going to start back. I'm going to go and do some physical therapy, and I may be able to get all of my hand back. It's just because the muscles have been atrophied, and because of the timing of the way that was and that stroke, I just assumed and attributed it to that. So I may be able to get that back. It's neat. And your neck, are you going to have surgery on that?
No, I don't think so. It's just that I went on a trip to Florida, and I was dog sitting 2 beagles and babysitting a house while the couple went to Norway. And while they were gone, I swam in their pool and had a great old time. It rained almost every day, but on my second night before I left, I think the way I slept on the bed or whatever, because my neck has been hurting ever since. Sometimes it's that way when you sleep in other people's beds or whatever.
Yeah,
and it just hurt, and it wouldn't go away. So I've been
I'm just trying to find a video.
And I exercise every other day at the gym, and I was worried that maybe I pulled a muscle or something like that. So I was trying to do all these things, but I'm allergic to ibuprofen, so I can't take that for swelling. So I was using ice packs, and then heat, and then ice packs, just doing everything, but nothing was working. So I made an appointment and went in, and she said she thinks I have a pinched nerve. So she wrote me a prescription for some pain meds. But the thing is, it's muscle relaxants or whatever. But I have to cut them down to like 1/4 because I'm so susceptible to anything. So
is it cyclobenzaprine?
I don't know. I didn't read it. I haven't taken one yet. I'm going to take it tonight when I go to bed.
I was going to say also, have you, are you allergic to meloxicam? It's like,
I don't know.
Mobic. That's what
I probably am. Every time I've had surgery, which is 3 times, I've been threw up for 3 days because of the anesthetic. Whoa. So I'm just very sensitive to so many different types of medications and stuff. So I just don't take anything. I just take Tylenol, and that's about it. And I suffer through whatever it is. So that's why I try to stay as healthy as I can,
Oh yeah,
I don't smoke. I don't do drugs that I'm not supposed to take, and I try to eat right and exercise and stay in shape. Because if I ever, get really hurt, I'm worried I'm not going to be able to take anything.
I hope you. I hope your neck situation gets.
Oh, it will. It'll be fine.
Sorted. I've got all these. I've had several surgeries and all this kind of stuff. Like I had to have a couple of vertebrae in my back fused because they had shifted over and it was pinching like my sciatic nerve, and it just got to the point to where I couldn't sit, and like I had to have it. Like you've got all of those Pokemon games, my friend Mags.
Oh, I got more of them now.
Mags has lost some of her Game Boy. All of those Pokemon games. She was trying to find some of her stuff, and she was
now the problem is I can't transfer them up to the modern stuff. But
I'm not. See, I wasn't as familiar, but I was trying to help Mags find her. Good grief, she would love that. I
need to have her on some point.
Yeah, Mags has she was needing, she was looking for Pokemon. It was like red, gold, blue, and I think there might have been one other one. And I think you've got and yellow, I think, and you had every one of them. Yeah. That's awesome.
I mean, here I'll drop the link.
Make a lot of people jealous.
Yeah, man.
I got friends for the most part. Plus, I haven't got. Which I don't get why I never had a color to begin with, because I have so many color games. But I get.
Oh yeah.
I don't, and I don't get it because I would have never. That. This link that you see hopefully shows up for everybody. If not, I can post it here. For Janet to share.
Did you find that general from the original movie, Planet of the Apes?
You mean like this one, Diesel?
Oh yeah. She was trying to find. She had it was 4 of the Pokemon games. See, I'm a little older, so I didn't, Pokemon was a little bit, I was kind of at the wrong age to get into it, but she was talking about trying to find.
Girl,
she had moved.
I know she's in Virginia.
Yeah, she had moved or something.
Well, the problem is red and yellow are going to be expensive. Blues probably.
I saw a link, and it was on eBay. And I checked it out, and you could get. I saw one that had all 4. It had 4 of them or 5.
Yeah, but but that's not a proper one.
Oh, it's
one of those I say knockoff. But I mean, let me see if people show up.
So they're not. So it might be something like a knockoff or something.
It's not official.
Anyway. Well, I found a couple things when I went to my dad's.
Awesome.
So there's that.
That was pretty cool.
So this one is a funny one. It's like a Mario Kart knockoff.
It's got the clear. It's got the. Those are.
No, I had to buy this. I had this as a kid. I don't know where it's at. Oh.
Jimmy
Does anybody know what show this is?
Yeah. Pretty nice.
So, what was I going to show? I did buy, this one is a pain to play, but this is a fun little.
Mario Pinball World. Wade, you have a ton of games, dude. You'd have to show me.
I had to buy this.
I'd love to see.
Yeah, why not? No, I need to get
Crash Dummies.
Mm-hmm.
It's Crash, but it's Mario Kart Crash.
Oh, okay.
one of these days I'll make like a here.
Dude,
not gonna-
I'd like to see, like I said, man, I'd like to see you've got a huge gaming collection.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't play them all.
Right.
It's
But
more for
it's cool that you've got that stuff, man. I know
of course it's shrunk, but
Iron man, we love collections and stuff like that, man. Oh, dude, that I
want this digitally.
I love
because
that game.
I would play this for sure, but the problem is the disc. Like I tried to play it and it wouldn't work.
Oh,
So I have it. I just need it digitally.
Dude,
I'll do the next one too.
Let me tell you, I love that game, and like I had the PC version, right? And it works. You have to have Microsoft Games for Windows Live installed for the game to run, but they quit all support for games for Windows Live, and there's no way to get that game to run on the PC anymore. And I've got the physical copy. I tried all these workarounds or whatever, but I have not found any way to get it to run because there is no more games for Windows Live anymore. I love that Tron.
This is so funny.
You have to find a Windows computer, an old one that you can play it on.
Oh, that's the thing is, that's not the problem. I've got everything working. The game forces games for Windows Live to run, and since games for Windows Live does not work anymore, the game won't function. It's like it makes it open up that program. No matter what I've tried, I've checked all of these things. It won't, since games for Windows Live doesn't work anymore. I can't get the game to run. And it's a weird, wonky situation.
So this is what I thought I was trying to find. I thought this one was this, but it's totally different.
Wait, are those both Game Boy games?
Mm-hmm.
And they're different sizes?
Same as
size?
this. Okay, I'll give you. Try to do this. The tinier. See the
rectangular one goes in that
this one would be for this. Now this can technically play. The only one that can't play these besides the micro would be where did I put it?
Oh, I got you. So both of those things will work. The smaller rectangular
and
the square
the
one.
Smaller, the black one I have will work on this. Both of them work.
Wait, so the old
this
game
won't work on this.
It won't work on that?
No, because this was the first one.
Oh yeah, that's the original game.
Because you can pop it in. Now it'll go in like so, but it won't work like it will for.
And those shorter rectangle ones won't work on that either, will they? Yeah. Okay. I'm not as.
See, it doesn't do like if. See how this goes like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, if I put this one in, believe me, I made a mistake on. So you see how?
Oh, it won't. Okay. See, that's neat. That's all that the console and the cartridges and stuff. That's neat. That's that poke. Oh, I got you. So it's got the little notch built in. Did all of those original Game Boy games have that on it? The little slot for that to go on.
You know what they do? Might even.
It keeps the game from falling out.
Right.
While you're playing with it.
But let me make sure that I turn that off. But these won't fall out because what you do is you see the little. See how it. I'm trying to show it. See how this is.
So the back's completely different on the Game Boy Color. Okay.
It locks in.
And these and the tiny ones won't work because it's too.
Okay.
See how, but These will work. Players will work. The only difference, let me see if I can find what. I know there's the difference between. Let me see. Yeah, the volume's off. Let's see if it'll. Yeah, it'll probably show the screen, but it'll look different compared to. See how it's more colorful versus if I do. I'm trying to do this. Versus, see how that was? Versus if I pulled this out. I guess I can cut this into a video.
But it
later.
will. Okay, so the Game Boy Color, some of the Game Boy Color games will work in the original Game Boy.
Yeah, like red, blue, yellow.
But there's no there. Oh wait, so there's nothing on there because it's
No, because it's all green. So
right.
you won't
And so
get
none
the
of those,
colors stuff.
none of the colors show up because that's like
Yes,
that's
because this
almost
was the
like
first
a
one.
Oh, what am I thinking? Those old school not grayscale, but I'm trying to think how all of those old
Yeah.
IBM computer or that monochrome, almost like monochrome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Janet, what did you say? What did you find at your dad's house? You said you had found
Oh,
something?
I'll show you whenever he's finished.
Oh, okay, cool.
Almost. It's not a toy, man. It was great.
Yeah, it's a toy. The one what I've
Oh,
got.
dude, wait, you've got like a light up emblem, dude. That is cool.
And I didn't buy it. My buddy bought it for me.
Neat, man.
It was like, I don't know. They just find all this. And I promise
I've got to get.
When I saw that emblem the first time, I thought I said Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
Cool. If I get some extra cash, I've got to get one of your T-shirts sometime, dude. Oh yeah, that's the try. I remember when you showed Jesse. It was on Twitter that you had that. You got the Tron 2.0. That is dope.
Wow, that's nice.
For the Game Boy. That's like. Is that for the Game Boy Advance? That is awesome. I love Tron stuff.
And then this came with. Let me find it really quick. I need to do a. But they always wait, obviously.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, real quick. I'll be right back. Grab something.
I'm afraid to open these up, but do you see? I got this and this for $25. I mean, I have the box. You know what? Let me see it. Problem is that here we are.
Mm-hmm.
So look how good. Like normally, the problem is I wasn't going to keep them. And I'm like, I might as well keep them. My prized possession. I will throw the shirt out of the door. I got this when I went to Disney World years and years ago.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, it's a little. I mean, it's a little worn. I've read it, so it has all the. Now, it won't have because EU only, not the modern Disney style. Let me get off. All right, back to. But anyway, put that off. There's that. All right, back to what were you gonna show? Damn it! Before
Just a minute, I had to grab something else after he showed that manual. I wanted to show one of my manuals, so just give me a second. This is one of my manuals, World of Federation, so Star Trek.
That is cool.
And I have Christopher Lloyd's and William Shatner's autograph in it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I was
That is
dressed as an
so
Andorian
cool.
when I went to a con and got their autographs. But see,
I'm-
I've got stuff like this I've had for years. It's a pop-up. See?
Oh, that is cool. Did you ever show Clobby that?
Yeah,
I bet he
I was supposed to
loved.
be going on a show and showing a bunch of my stuff before
Oh,
he passed away.
Nick Weiser would. Do you know 32
Yeah, I know
flavors?
Nick Weiser.
Nick would love that, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah, see.
That is so cool. That is
And then
amazing. That
Give me
is
1 second. I'm gonna do one.
I
quick-
found a bunch of these
oh the
Viewmasters.
Viewmasters. Yes, we used to have those.
A whole bunch of these. I found these at my dad's. And then I found whole gobs of these packages with all the original packages they're in.
Oh, that's the Viewmaster stuff. I was gonna ask if you had a bunch of those. Those
Yeah.
things were
But I
so
found the original
cool.
boxes with the slides in them.
Oh man, that is nice.
Yeah, these are, like from our Earth, planet Earth. One about rocks and minerals. This one's about South Vietnam.
That's so neat. They used to do so much stuff like
Yeah,
that.
see?
Tell
And
me
then
these things
Donald
now.
Duck. Quick Draw McGraw. All those type of things. So I've got a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I just have an array of different things depending on what I find at a flea market or a con. Someone might be selling something. You just don't know. You just don't know what they have.
You know what? You know what would be neat for a collection kind of like yours, which is like me. I'm kind of like OCD. Like I'm more like obsessed with a few certain things like Transformers, whereas you've got such an eclectic. It's all
Mine's eclectic. See, here's my microphone, and see, I have like He-Man. I've got earrings that someone gave me because I play Goat Simulator. I've got like spaceships. I've got knives, like butcher knives, earrings that I can wear.
What I think of like that would be so cool if you had I've seen certain stores like this. If you had like a house where you could have different rooms, just have all of your stuff displayed in different rooms, and there's a place.
Yeah, I do.
Actually,
I have like right behind my TV here. I have Hugh Jackman. It's like 6 foot tall cardboard cutout, and then over there I got another cardboard cutout from me doing a promotional thing for Purcell soap. And then I have lithographs all over that are autographed. And I got Star Trek. I've got characters from Star Trek autographs. I've got Dexter, the actor from the movie Dexter. I've got just stuff from The Price is Right. Just all over. I get tons of stuff.
You know what that reminds me of? And this is oddly enough, my aunt and uncle used to live in New Orleans back in the 80s, and I had went to like the 1984 World's Fair down there, and I remember there was a store. There was probably a couple of them and in different places, but since you said New Orleans, that reminded me of that, where it was like it kind of had like all this different stuff. It was like walking into a place, in every room they had all kinds of different stuff. This little stuff like that would be for sale. It would just like such a wide range of different things, like little collectibles.
Yeah, it's hard
like
it's hard to make up your mind what you want, because they have everything.
Every square inch or every square foot, there would be different things from different eras and all kinds of stuff like that.
This one, I wore this to a con, and I got my autographs and stuff. I was wearing this, and I got to meet like the Walking Dead crew and get their autograph and stuff. It just depends. He loved my hat, he said.
Christopher Lloyd and William Shatner thing is so cool, because those three movies, like I love Star Trek, but like those 3 movies I love. It was just I watched them so much when I was like a kid, and The Search for Spock is one of the greatest movies ever made. I love that film. It's like in my it's in my top 10 easy. That's just awesome. That's so cool. I love the collectibles and stuff like that.
Hey, where's your Transformers?
Oh, I have, since I've been moving.
You have one near, but do you have one around you right now? I know you have a poster.
Oh yeah, I've got like. Check this out. You see all that? That's like a stack of stuff back behind me.
Hold on.
There we go. This is weird to do that.
I don't know if you probably.
I'm trying to get the. There we go. All right, I can bring some of this. I'll grab a few. Hold on, I just pulled my headphones
See,
out.
I go to cons dressed up in all my different costumes. See, I've got red and blue, and then I've got my tricorder bag and all my other little, props like beam me up, Scotty. And I have ears for when I want to be a Vulcan or a Romulan, things like that. So I'm all into this stuff.
Now, don't let my boxes fool you. All of my stuff is opened, but I am OCD to the point of probably like mental illness. I keep all of this stuff. Like when I was a kid, I had like all my G1 Transformers. I kept the used sticker sheet thing. Like I keep the inserts, the twisted ties. This is one of my. I love this thing. This is like probably when I got back into collecting Transformers. Like I love this thing. The original like Armada Optimus Prime. Now I took this thing out, cleaned it up. Now this is opened and been played with very much. I'm so crazy about. I put it back in the box with the twisted ties and everything. I'm like, when I open the things up, like I'll use like a little X-Acto knife to cut the tape on the side of it and to open it up to try not to damage the box as much as possible. I don't know. I love keeping all of the stuff that comes with it, like the artwork box, all the little paperwork, all the little stuff that goes along with it. Like I've got like. I just don't have a whole lot of stuff displayed behind me, but I got stuff on the shelf. There went go to like third-party Combaticons.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, I know this has been Toy Story-esque, but did you guys see the new movie yet?
Do what?
Did you see one yet?
Oh yeah, I did.
I don't want. Just give me like what you rated it, then we can go back. We can talk about it on another stream.
You might like. And a lot of people like it. I couldn't stand it.
I heard it was like I heard people hated it, and then I heard a bunch of people liking it. So
there's a lot of people that like it. I didn't like it at all. I don't like the robot designs. I thought the voice acting was horrendous. I thought the story, a lot of the story.
But you saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. But when I saw the first trailer for it, I'd already made up my mind right there that I despised it. So I'm kind of biased, but I know a lot of people will probably like it. I don't like it at all. There's certain parts of it, like some of the story that I could see that was kind of watchable, but like to me, the first half of the movie was like borderline unwatchable cringe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not
What
very.
movie? Which movie? I'm sorry.
Transformers.
The new Transformers 1 movie. Like
no, I haven't seen it yet.
A lot of people
Only,
like.
okay, the
like
only
it.
thing that
There's a
the
whole
only
and a lot
reason
of
why I brought it
Transformers
up,
fans
Janet,
like. I'm
hold on,
just
Diesel. Hold on.
and I'm
He's a Transformer
and I know I'm probably on the
know-it-all.
minority on this. Oh man, I think all that numbness stuff is starting to wear off on my hand. Ow. But I just do not like that movie at all. And like I said, I am not going to be objective. When I went to see it, I already kind of had it in my head that I was going to despise it because of the trailer and the robot. I think the robot designs and then and I know there's a lot of Transformers fans that are probably like, you're an idiot and all this kind of stuff, but I did not like it at all.
For what it is it watchable?
Oh, I'm
compared
sure,
to, like,
dude.
compared to Lightyear, like,
Oh, dude.
but I mean, like, is it compared to Lightyear versus, like, it's not like Lightyear, is it? Where, or, it's,
Oh, no, I haven't seen Lightyear. Didn't even.
no, I'm just saying you get.
Dude, you probably like it. To be honest with you, a lot of normies like it. A lot of Transformers fans like it. I'm kind of.
Can you cover for me for a quick second?
Sure,
Oh.
man. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. Janet, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was putting away all my stuff.
Dude,
So much
I
stuff.
love all of the stuff that you've got going on with like all the different collectible
Well,
things.
see, I have like lots of photographs, like a Hugh Jackman as Wolverine with the little certification and stuff,
neat.
different sizes. I have like, I've gone to Vegas like 12 times and gone to different things and got autographed stuff there. I've gone to different cons and got Wizard Con, Horror Con. I'm supposed to be going to Sci-Fi Con in San Antonio and get to meet Gina Carano here pretty soon in October or this month now. And, I just try to go to as much of it as I can because that's the kind of stuff I like to do,
Yeah.
So
I would love to go to some like a buddy of mine went to and I haven't been, but it's not too far. See, I'm in Alabama, so I'm just a couple of hours away from Atlanta, and oh god, now I'm completely blanking on it.
I'm sure they have different cons in Atlanta.
No, it's the
and in Georgia, all around
there's
different
a
areas.
big one that they just had, and it is. I'm completely having a brain fart here. It is. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick.
Is it? See, they have them for different things. It doesn't have. I go to Rocky Horror because I dress up. I do cosplay stuff.
Oh,
so
awesome!
I dress up like Magenta or Janet, or from
Dragon Con.
Characters. Yeah, Dragon Con. See, there's going to be tons of stuff going on. You can dress up in costume, and there'll be tons of vendors there and stuff like that, and different people. But I also go because I like to go to the classes and to the little, side rooms that you get to go to and sign up for about how they make things. Yeah, with panels in it and things like that. It just depends on what you're interested in, and that's what I try to go to. As much of that kind of stuff as I can, because that's fun.
Yeah,
and I get my picture taken with lots of people because they let my costume or something. So I do that. It's just fun, I love it.
Oh, yeah,
it makes me happy. So I do those things.
I would. Fun. One of these years, I'm gonna go to BotCon. That's the Mount Everest of the Transformers cons. But like Dragon Con, and like. I got a buddy of mine. He lives in Georgia, so next year we're definitely going to get together and go to Dragon Con is huge. They've got all kinds of stuff at Dragon Con, like everything from like all kinds of anime stuff to like they'll have like the 501st people dressed up like the clone troopers or the stormtroopers, from Star Wars.
So you gotta go soon, Janet?
Yeah, I'm about to go. I gotta go take my medicine because my neck's getting more and more stiff.
No, you're good. You're good.
But plus, I'm in Central Time. Are you guys in Central Time?
I am.
Yep.
Because it's almost 10, so I'm
10.
really really tired. But
I'll throw up
but
some
thank you
prayers
so much
you,
for
Janet.
inviting me to hang out
Yeah.
and talk. It was fun. Didn't get
Yeah.
to talk about the movie that much, but the little bit that we did.
I just wanted to see the different age groups on guests and stuff, what it was like for you, for each person compared
I
to
loved it. I thought it was great. I mean, it was a
That's
very
all.
good. But I had kids, so it's a different thing when you take your kid to see it than going as a kid. You know what I mean? But I felt like a kid getting to watch it again. You know, made me want to go play with toys. I'll put it that way. Because I love toys. I think I wish we didn't never have to grow up. You know, I think too many people live their life so worried and stressed out about everything that has to do with being an adult that they forget. That's why I like dressing up. It's like Halloween. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year because grown-ups can wear a costume and no one makes fun of them. You know, I can go to cons and I can be dressed up as whatever character I want to dress up as and no one makes fun of me. I fit right in, and people want to hang out with me. They want to take their picture with me, and so I feel like I'm accepted. You know, you fit right in. So everyone wants to hang out with you. And when you look around the huge spaces that you're in, when you're there, there's booths with tons of cool stuff to look at. There's books, there's videos, there's movies, there's games. I mean, there's tons of things, and everyone there is enjoying it as much as you. So you're amongst people like-minded people. And when I go to Vegas, I used to go to the Star Trek show. Basically, there was a place you could go, and I'd spend 6 to 8 hours with the VIP. I'd buy a VIP ticket so I could do all the little tours and the special little venues and talk to different actors or whatever that might be there that time, and people wearing costumes and all that. You know, you don't get to do that very long. And what do you get to take with you when you die? You don't get to take this stuff. You know, you get to take this. Everything that you learned, that you absorbed in your lifetime, that's what you get to take with you. So your memories. So
I took
I'm collecting treasure. So, but thank you so much for letting me hang out. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And hopefully I'll talk to you again.
Hey, Janet, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. You were like
very nice to meet you.
The planet you were from is Planet Awesome, by the way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll throw up a prayer for your neck, and hopefully all that will get worked out.
Yeah, it will. It'll be fine. If I just take my meds and, you know, use the heat and the cold and the heat and the cold, you know, massage and all that stuff, it should get better. But you should listen. You are the one that had surgery, not me.
I know, but all that numbness, it's actually, it was starting to wear off a little while ago, and I was like, ow, that is kind of hurt.
Yeah, that means the nerves work.
Yeah,
yeah, you know. But you guys have a great time, and thank you so much for letting me hang out with you.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank everybody in the chat, because I don't know how many I have, but there's 62 people watching right now on X. So
yeah.
So I want to say thank you to everybody on X for hanging out with us, and you guys have a wonderful week.
You too, Janet. It was an absolute pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, is that the Mystery Science Theater guy?
What, this?
Yeah.
Wait, no, this is from Halo. This is the drop pod from Halo 3.
Oh, I was looking at it. The top of it
no,
reminded me of the head from the Mystery.
The problem is in the picture doesn't have I have a guy in there.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I wasn't thinking of it being, because it was like a little small.
No,
like that is awesome,
I get that.
man.
Trying
that
to
is
see
so cool,
if I can find. Give me 1 second, really quick.
You got it, brother.
Basically, I had to get something. Be right back.
Yeah, that is cool. I need to see what everyone. Let's see what's going on in the chat, everybody. I didn't even have the chat pulled up on there. I was just. It was by default sitting on the private chat, so I didn't see anything. What is going on? Soy based Jeremy, Six Nations 31 Kings, Charles Bernard Wessels. I hope all of you are having a wonderful evening. Very nice to see. Really cool that the timing worked out. I was able to jump on Wade's stream. Wade is a super cool dude. Let's see. Yeah.
So basically, I am back. I had to supposed to be getting better internet fiber instead of whatever you call a Comcast.
Let's see. Six Nations 31 Kings says, so is Toy Story 1 still watchable 29 years later? Yes, sir.
Where's that?
I see it in the comment section.
How far?
Like in the chat. I just happened to click over since we're using StreamYards.
I'm just trying to see what time does it say a timestamp on it? Like time with it?
I think it just popped off. 10:04. Yeah. He popped off.
10:04. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
need to pull it. I need to pull it up on. Pull it up on.
No,
YouTube.
I couldn't. I thought it was a further back one than it was. But
Oh man, YouTube is.
I didn't know how far back it was.
That's strange.
No, it's watchable.
Did YouTube change their layout? Because, like, I'm not seeing, all of my. I may have clicked on something or done something wonky, like, and you pop up when you open up YouTube, you've got all your, like on your left, you've got all the channels that you subscribe to, usually all your guys. I'm not seeing it. I
mean like this?
Let me see. Hold on a second.
You mean like on how I have it right now?
No, like if you go to the home page.
Yeah.
Like, I think YouTube has changed their layout because yours is the same way. Like, if you go to the home, like when you first open YouTube on the homepage, it usually has like, like your the channels that you're subscribed to that you look at the most. Like if you watch like Nerdrotic or if you watch like
Camelot, yada yada.
Yeah, and other things. It's not showing on there. It looks like.
On me?
No, it's not showing on mine. Like, I don't see it.
H.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm live, I think.
I wonder if they changed the layout or if I might have. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I had clicked off of something. There we go. I am absolutely. Please laugh. That's fine. There we go.
So, what I know it wasn't how I planned it, but it's fine. How it's going. What are your memories since it seems like you were an adult for when Toy Story came out?
Oh, I didn't see it until 2007.
I didn't see it till VHS. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see. It came out. What year did Toy Story come out? Like, it was in 94.
I want to say it was 90 something 90s. Was it 99?
No, it was earlier than that. I think it was like late. I'll pull that up real quick, dude, and find it.
I'm already doing 95.
95. Okay, yeah. Here, I'll date myself. I was this is how old man I am. I graduated. I graduated high school 2 years before Toy Story came out in 1993. So I didn't see it until 2007 when my daughter was real young. So she was like about 3. I think we watched it when she was like 3. And I enjoyed it. That's what I remember.
Are you kidding me? I didn't realize that Toy Story 1 and 2 are so close to each other.
Oh, really?
Release
When did
one.
Toy Story 2 come out?
99.
Oh, okay.
So that was 4 years. No, I guess isn't it standard 4 years or more for animation?
It's CG, so it's not. I guess.
I mean, not animation. Sorry.
Yeah, but like I was, I have not watched Toy Story 2 that much. I've only seen it a couple times.
I need to watch them again.
Do you think it's as good, or what do you guys in the chat think? Is Toy Story 2 is it pretty
Okay,
good?
so this is let's. You know what? You just gave me a great idea. Give me 1 second. I gotta remember how I did that ranking thing really quick. Rank list. Here we go. Let me do. Let me.
That's cool. My Six Nations is my friends worked at the local theaters and video stores back then. They got to watch a ton of films throughout the night. That is cool. Like, I especially a lot of people that got to work in like or had friends that worked in the movie theaters and movie stores. I did know a couple people that worked in video stores, but I didn't know anybody that worked at a movie theater. Now that would have been cool to have had a buddy that worked in the movie theater. You might could have gone in there and checked out some stuff, or to even work in a movie theater would have been awesome because you'd probably be caught up on all the movies and everything.
All right, here we go. Finally found it. I had to do some looking. The nice thing is I can cut some stuff down probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. What was I gonna do? Hey, here we go.
All right.
Another cure maker. This will be really easy. It's only 1 through 4. Only 1 through 4. Here's my. I'm gonna do mine, and then we can redo it. That's mine.
All right.
Toy Story 2 is the one where Zurg shows up.
I've got to watch. I haven't seen the third or the fourth one.
Third one is where Bonnie gets them, and then 4 is where they meet up with Bo Peep.
Is the girl Woody? Is that Bonnie? Is that who that's called? Is she in Toy Story 2?
Younger kid?
Yeah. What are the little cowgirl toy?
You mean Jessie?
Jesse's
in. Okay, so she's not in 1. She's from 2 to 4.
Okay. That's what I was wondering if she was in Toy Story 2. I've only seen Toy Story 2 like 1 or 2 times, so.
But that's my. So there's that one. Let's do. How many toys are there? I don't remember my. I don't remember all these toys being in. Like I remember these, all them. Remember this row. I don't remember that, but it shocked me. But anyways. So since we've almost gone for 2 hours, let me just make sure I don't have anybody. Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna start shutting it down. Do you have anything coming up?
Not offhand. Possibly do our stream on Sundays this weekend.
Oh, before I forget, we are not doing football show this week because of I wanted to do it, but we're skipping a week, so we will be next week some point. I don't know when yet, but I didn't talk to Link. So don't worry because I have something planned already for that. Already planned already. Now I don't know who's showing up to it, but tomorrow will be not expert camo. Do you want to do this? Tomorrow at I'm gonna do this real quick. Tomorrow in 18 hours from now is Planet of the Apes show. The Wahlberg, I forget what year it came out, but the Wahlberg version. We're talking about that tomorrow.
Cool.
So Diesel, if you're free tomorrow, I know you're busy a lot. If you want to join, and then I want to do a show on Wednesday night, but I think I'm going to do a game stream, and then I'll do a Thursday show on a movie, but I don't know what movie yet. But I'm trying to crank out as much stuff as I can.
I gotcha.
So
the Planet of the Apes movie, I think the Wahlberg one, it's been a while since I've seen it. I didn't think it was. There's a lot of people that didn't like it. I didn't think it was. I think I've seen it once or twice.
Bad. It was corny,
it was
but it was actually kind of funny. Because you want to know? Oh, I'll say one snippet and save the rest for tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Guess who directed it?
Tim Burton.
Yes. I don't know that a lot of people realize that or remember it, but he did it. The only reason why I have this is because I typed in Copilot and said Planet of the Apes, and what did it give me? Give me the 3 pictures. So I ran with 3 pictures in Paint and just slapped it together.
Have you ever
seen? I should. I don't know who's joining me tomorrow, so.
Hey.
So I didn't want.
Did you ever watch the original ones?
I saw number 1. I didn't see any of the other. Like I've seen snippets, but one is where 2 and 3 is a little. You know what? I did see 1 and 2. What's the one with the worship the nuclear warhead?
Oh, that's the second one, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
The second one, I thought that was 3.
No, that's the second one because Charlton Heston is in that one too as well. I wound up watching.
I don't remember the order, but
I've seen I've seen all of them. Like I remember they were at the video store when I was a kid, and I forget what happened. But we wound up, my older brother and I, when we were kids, wound up watching, like, we rented all of those bad movies. And they got progressively, like, not all that great. Like, if I get a chance,
I like the modern version.
A couple of the sequels are really good, man. If I'm feeling up to it, like, and I'm not completely like dead, man, I might see if I can't jump on and talk about it. I hadn't seen it in forever. What I remember, it was the Wahlberg one. It was pretty. It was. I didn't think it was that bad.
Now, if you're wondering why I switched from this to this, it's because if I go back to this. So what I do is, I was told I have it on across. What I gotta switch back. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitch on two YouTube and Twitch. On basically what I'm do afterwards is I delete it off of the gaming one if it's like movie to keep it from and
Messing with you, you kind of mess with your your algorithm or your views or something like that. So
basically, in a nutshell, it'll be here like Tron was on all the same as tonight, but it's here. This is on both only because it was gameplay.
I missed that. You're talking about Tron Legacy. I love Tron Legacy. I
thought you were busy, so I didn't even think.
Man, yeah. Well, I have not been with everything that's been going on. I haven't been doing like any streams or anything, and it's so. I'm just glad you shot me this tonight, and it happened to be that like.
No, you're good.
It took me having surgery.
I haven't heard from Diesel. Let's just make sure he's still okay. I realized you have surgery.
I appreciate you, dude. And
the last time you were on, one? I forget which one you were on.
I think when I was on before, it was probably.
It wasn't when I was playing the football. It wasn't the.
That was your birthday stream. That's what it was. It was your birthday stream, brother.
That was a while. Oh, that was a while. But hey, we're making progress. We're only. Let me see. I gotta update this. Give it a second to load up.
You know what?
The only reason why I use Nightbot is so that way I don't have to keep typing it in. Now, according to this, the bottom, the little bar down below is accurate. I just haven't edited it. I haven't updated it. Because it keeps going back and forth. But I can go into Nightbot really quick.
Hey, are you streaming on X too?
No, that's
I forgot to turn off my my live stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off before I leave.
You could have been.
I could have done that, but I thought you were gonna do it. But
your background could have been hanging out for a few hours.
Yeah, see, I've been I have
I've done that before.
That is cool.
I can do all kinds of stuff with it. Let me show you. Hold on. It can do different designs and stuff.
Neat.
Yeah, because this is a curtain. I've got a curtain with a curved shower rod up above from the ceiling. And then I have black curtains hanging. I used to have pink ones. I have pink still, but see, I can change it to bubbles.
Should.
That is cool. And you've got the look. Listen, if you had not said that, I would have never known that was like a curtain. I'm not, it's like.
You see, and behind here, let me see. Behind here is my office where I do stuff. I make costumes and I got my scarves from, my wigs and everything in there.
Well, see, with that background like that,
it's finally updated.
It's so cool what you can do inside your camera space because it makes it like a whole. It seems like it's a whole room that you've got.
What's
set
a
up
corner
with,
desk?
black.
I have a corner desk and I have all my stuff so I can play DD, have my books out, and write or do whatever and work on my computer. And,
I got a couple of buddies well, a few of them, they have a D&D stream that they started doing on Saturdays.
What games do they play?
I think right now they're doing some kind of quest. It's like they have kind of see, I'm such a
Is it with Bear? Do they play with Bear? Is he their GM?
it is with Nate.
Nate, okay. Well, I play with Bruce Lombardi. He's got a channel. It's called Bruce Lombardi of Dick's Division.
Bruce Lombardi.
Comics Division. He does stuff with that.
Okay, yeah. I know the name. That's awesome.
Because see, I've been hanging out for a long time because I like Nerdrotic. I used to go to Friday Night Tights all the time and Doomcock.
I also used to see you in comics chat too, because that's where I like. That's where
Geeks and Gamers. I've made Jeremy at one of those rhinestone emblems, and I've made one for Ryan. He showed it to everybody on his stream, and then I made one for Az from Az versus Babyface. Heel versus Babyface.
Oh yeah.
And I had him on my show last week. I had
awesome.
Az on my show.
Az is big in the Transformers
about his weight loss stuff.
Yeah, that is I'm so.
I did a show on that. So I've been Clobby and I have my own Discord. So I've got a lot of these nerd people that are my pals. So
it's neat how everybody kind of we run into each other in the same circle. It's so cool to be able to find people that like are really, you can. It's just like when you meet somebody and you hang out and you're all kind of got the same thing. Well, I like this and I like that, but we're all kind of like part of it's the fellowship. It's neat.
Okay, disconnected from my lights. Sorry.
No, that is
an app on my phone.
Oh, there's the lights. That's so cool.
Yeah, and it can do solid red, whatever. I can make it look like fire and flames. I don't know. It's just nice. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
And I would have had you not said
it was cheap. It was
a shower curtain, and this is hanging up, but it looks awesome, and it gives because the way that it is where the camera is, it gives the appearance that you've got this big room with this black wall with lights and stuff going.
But see, it's not. It's just.
But it's neat though. It's really cool how you've got that. That's not. Yeah, that's neat.
Thanks, guys, and I'm sorry that I didn't turn this off before I left.
I almost thought of it, but I'm like, you're fine.
So, but
you guys. I'm going to send you guys over to Last Call Monday night at the movies. So if it goes like, if it works correctly, do you have any shows coming up in it? I know.
I'm going to be doing Thursday night. I have a show called Team Shit Show 2.0, and I have a guest on, and they talk about whatever it is, the subject that they want to talk about. It could be politics, or they're writing a game, or we've talked about many stuff like Fallout series, just whatever their subject they want to bring up, or relationships. I've done a few on relationships, dating and that kind of stuff. And then Friday night, I have the Friday Night Shit Show, and I have Orange Hat reviews, and Ruben is two of my panelists on there, and we talk about politics and whatever stupid shit is going on. And then on Saturday, I stream all day playing 2 different games. I'm in 2 different games for Pathfinder type games, role-playing games. And then on Sunday, I do a show called A Girl, a Guy, and a Movie. And Sunday, we did the first Ninja Turtles movie, and I dressed as April O'Neil because I dressed up as characters.
Awesome. Did you have the raincoat and everything?
Well, I had the yellow jumpsuit with the white belt and the red wig and all that junk from the comic books characters who I dressed up
awesome.
But that was fun. And then usually on X on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I'll do a couple of movie or music video streams where I just play music videos, different themes. So we'll see what I choose this week. So I'm always busy.
You've got
Yeah, but
stuff
why
going
not?
on all over the place.
You know,
I've got to.
why not?
What's your? I've got to follow you on X. What's your
It's Janet from Another Planet.
Okay.
And on Janet's Planet on Rumble. I just opened a Kick, but I haven't really done anything over there yet. I'm trying to learn. And it's Janet from Another Planet on Discord. You guys ever heard of Quid? It's a card collecting thing, digital cards.
No.
Well, I've been doing that since 2016, and I'm like a grandmaster in collections, and now we sell them for money. And I started my Discord server to sell my cards and stuff, and so I decided to go ahead and use it for Janet from Another Planet since I started doing. And I have a TikTok over there. I have a lot of videos on that. On Instagram, I have I'm on a lot of different stuff, but I do mostly shorts. So I do short videos and then live streams in a couple of little shows. And I'm on going on other people's shows. So it's fun.
Real quick, what is the ad on there on X? I'm trying to find it. I've got like about
just type in Janet from Another Planet. I should be at the top if you type that in.
I've got that, but it says I don't know if that's you or not.
Hold on.
I got it.
Oh, you got. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I got it. I got it, Janet.
Okay, see, it's got the same picture as this. This is me. This is my picture.
I put it in private chat.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 other
Janet with that. Whenever I get.
I think I'm shadow banned because I don't always come up at the very top. So even though I have a blue check mark, so you think that I should be up at the top, but I'm not.
I got you.
So anyways,
mine is like that too. Selena is it's like they you have to go in and even if you like manually type the exact. There we go. Now I followed you on there also.
Well, thanks. I'll follow you back.
Oh, thank you. It was like I said. This is worked out. This is some great timing, Wade. Thanks for shooting me the link. Yeah. And bada bing, bada boom. Cool.
Well, you're welcome. You guys have a great evening, and I'll talk to you guys later for sure.
And see you later. Hopefully your neck